Hey everyone, it's me Gavin, and this will be part 2 of my how to edit an object in another scene. And in this one what we're going to do is we're going to have a couple game variables on this cube here. But in another scene what we're going to have is a text object, and we're going to use these game area, we're going to display the game variables on this cube on the other objects, or the text object in the other scene. Alright, I'm just going to get started. So let's hit the space bar right here, or not hit the space bar, hit the plus sign and hit new. Hit 7 to go in the top view and do spacebar, then add a camera like this. Alright, drag this camera up. I'll hit Shift and C to bring the cursor back to the middle. And do spacebar, then add a text object. Alright, what we're going to do now is I'm going to hit the tab key to go into edit mode. Actually, I won't do that just yet. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to rename this as ammo text. So ammo text will be the new name of this object. And let's rename this scene as HUD scene. So I'm going to do HUD underscore scene like this. HUD underscore scene. Go back into our main scene. And I'm going to go into game logic view with Blender game selected. And on our cube right here, what I'm going to do first is add an always sensor. And then I'm going to add a scene actuator. And add the overlay scene, HUD scene. Alright, so HUD scene like this. So we should be able to see text right here. Now on this cube in the middle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and add a property. And this integer property will be called ammo, so make sure it's an integer. And let's involve this with a script now. Let's add an always sensor. Add an always sensor like this, and add a mouse sensor like this. I'll rename this as click, C-L-I-C-K, tap selected, and minimize this. Add a Python controller. No, not an expression, sorry. Python like this, and connect these like this. Let's then do templates, Python, then game logic simple. To create a script template, and delete the portion I've highlighted right here. And hit Control and scroll up to make your text larger. And let's rename this as scripts.py. Scripts.py, sorry. And let's add this script right here. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to drag this in just a little bit and do window and toggle system console. What I'm going to do is define our click sensor. So click is going to equal controller.sensors click. And what I'm going to have is if click.positive. We're going to do own ammo. It's going to plus equal 1. So if I were to hit this I right here and do game and then show debug properties, we should see that in the top left corner of that screen I can click and the number is going to go up by 1. And what I'm going to do is create a variable called ammo amount is going to equal own ammo. Is going to equal own ammo. And now let's actually go through the process of trying to get the other objects, or the other scenes objects, into our scripts. So what I'm going to do is do scene underscore list is going to equal bg.logic.get scene list like this. And so if we were to print scene underscore list like this, we should be able to hit P and C in the console. It's going to print scene and then HUD scene. Alright, but I'm now going to create a variable called HUD scene. I'll actually do HUD like this, and then scene is going to equal scene underscore list, and then 1 like this. So we're essentially saying since lists go by 0, they start off at 0, that means 1 will be the next scene, which is the HUD scene. So if we hit P now, we can see that we've got the HUD scene now. Alright, what I'm now going to do is underneath this, let's print the objects from the HUD scene. So print HUD scene.objects. So if we were to hit P, we can see in this there's now going to be ammo text and camera 1, or 0.001. Now underneath this variable right here, this the ammo amounts variable, what I'm going to do is have if ammo text is in, so in HUD underscore scene.objects. So if one of the objects in the HUD scene is ammo text, what we're going to do is create a variable for ammo text. So I'm going to call ammo text is going to equal HUD underscore scene.objects ammo text. So just like defining a regular object in a scene. So it's going to be ammo text is going to equal HUD scene.objects ammo text. And then we're going to do ammo text dot text is going to equal the word ammo like this, and then the amounts are the ammo amounts. Okay. Now that we have this, what I'm going to do is hit P now, and we should be able to see line 26 in main. That probably means there's just that's not a comma. Can't use that, sorry. I was thinking I was printing to the console for a minute. So we should see if we change that to plus. And if we hit P now, there's still an error. Oh. I have to define this as a string. So string like this, and then ammo amounts. My apologies. So if I full screen this right here, I'll drag this back in. What I should see is if I hit P, it'll say ammo like this. And every time I click up, it'll change the variable in that other scene. Alright, so this is part 2 of how to edit an object in another scene. This was just making an ammo display meter in another scene reflects the ammo in the main scene. Alright, and I'm going to show you the script just for one more second, like this. So I'll drag this out. So what you want to do is get a list of the current scenes, or the game scenes, and then what you want to do is define your HUD scene as one of the scenes within that list, which in this case we wanted it to be the HUD scene. Print the HUD scenes to the console, or print the objects from the HUD scene to make sure the ammo text is in there. Define your click sensor. If you press the left mouse button, add 1 to the ammo. You want to create a default shorter variable name like own or ammo amounts is going to equal own ammo. And if the object that you're looking for is in the other scene's objects, then make it display, or then you want to define it like this, and then you want it to display what you want it to display. Alright, so that's how you do this, and thanks for watching everyone, and have a good day.